Quite an experience to live in fear, isn't it? That's what it is to be a slave.
Ridley Scott's Blade Runner series is beloved by fans and fondly spoken of by critics and film historians alike. The film's themes and messages have been dissected and discussed, at least in the case of the 1982 movie, for decades. Above all else, Blade Runner asks its audience if artificial replicants of human beings deserve to be recognized as, and treated like, humans. Are we, as members of the human race, right to fear such artificial intelligence? That which has the potential to far exceed our own abilities as people? Is the series warning us of the dangers of artificial intelligence, of artificial people? Is it trying to show us the dangers of rapid technological advancements? Philosophically, the films highlight the blurred lines between human and its replicant. In the end, the two don't differ all that much. Regardless of being organic or artificial, intelligence is intelligence. Perhaps we are made only of our experiences, our perceptions of ourselves and others. Maybe less well known by casual fans of film, the Blade Runner universe is directly inspired by a novel published in 1968, titled Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by the great sci-fi author Philip K. Dick. The overall story beats of the novel share basic similarities with the original film. Bounty hunter Rick Deckard is tasked with retiring 6 Nexus 6 type androids, referred to only, as far as I can remember, as replicants in the film. These androids share the same names and basic qualities between both versions, while characters like Rick and Rachel also remain the same. Though, after being a fan of the film series and then going on to read the novel, it became clear rather quickly that the two are telling their audiences entirely different things. Rather than having rugged bounty hunter Rick Deckard embark on a plight to eliminate replicants, only to find out they aren't so different from the humans who manufactured them, the novel is imploring us not to become the robots ourselves. One of the great focuses in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is empathy. In fact, within this universe, empathy is the true differentiator between human and android. They are not able to feel true empathy toward people or animals, to certain situations. However, the irony of empathy being the great distinguishing trait of humanity is evident from Chapter 1. Deckard is seen having a bit of a one-sided conversation with his wife, who is, for some reason, acting extremely cold towards him. All of her dialogue and mannerisms majorly hinting that she is suffering from depression of some sort. Our boy Rick's proposed solution for his wife is to hook her up to their Penfield mood organ, where he will then dial her into a more cheerful, happier version of herself. From nearly the introduction of our main character, we are shown, in this world where our ability to empathize with others is our greatest distinguishable trait, people are using machines to artificially dictate their own feelings and emotions. This sort of hypocritical approach toward empathy and organic emotion is only just beginning here. It becomes a major focal point when speaking on Mercerism, what is seemingly the mainly practiced religion within the novel. Now, for anyone who has read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, you will know that Mercerism is probably the most hard-to-follow plot point of the story. I don't have the greatest grasp on all of its profound meanings myself, so I will instead be touching upon it here solely in the context of what it's representing within this greater dialogue surrounding empathy. Thank you. To put it as bluntly as possible, Mercerism aims to be a sort of practice of empathy. Countless numbers of people plug into yet another artificial device to all join into one experience, one person, an elderly man named Wilbur Mercer. This device is called an empathy box. Philip K. Dick within the novel writes, "An empathy box is the most personal possession you have. It's an extension of your body. It's the way you touch other humans. It's the way you stop being alone." These are two devices now which artificially let you both feel things and connect with other people. I don't know if it's just me, but these two abilities are, on a philosophical level, the two defining traits of us as humans. What are we if not social creatures? What is the human experience for, in the end, without the ability to feel? We would most likely just be robotic in our existence. Nothing but shells of people. And I think you know where I'm going with this. In a world where empathy is the one true differentiator between human and android, humans themselves are largely unable to empathize without technology. We have become no different than the robots we are hunting. Throughout the rest of the novel, we follow Rick Deckard as he slowly loses the ability to distinguish right from wrong, human from android, and eventually coming ever so dangerously close to losing himself. We see him nearly kill his very human partner, make love to an android, question his own nature, and finally learning somewhat what empathy really is in a world mostly devoid of it. It is this overarching message that I believe sets this novel apart from its own film adaptation. Do not lose yourself as society and technology so rapidly advance. Do not allow yourself to become the android, to lose your own shape until you're a replicant, human only in appearance.
Like tears in rain.
I decided to share my thoughts on this novel, feeling that it was still pretty relevant almost 60 years after it was initially published. I'm not exactly the most tech-savvy guy, but it's been pretty impossible to miss all the AI discourse happening these days. And that's looking at you, ChatGPT, and all the AI music that's coming out. In fact, Mike Dean just put out an album of musical commentary, I guess you'd call it, on that whole situation, which I thought was pretty cool. There were an infinite number of topics to discuss regarding Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, and if I tried tackling all of them, I'd probably be here for hours, so I figured I'd leave you here. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Thanks.